Don't want to miss not one moment.
That's right, my friend. This is Season of Service with our host, Brianna Body.
Yeah, Nicole, I go love this, you know. Pool party. If I even the beach, me have to reach. A summertime. Hey, every man say if I come along. Go for your suntan in the summer sun.
Attention all listeners. It's Wednesday, all right? Welcome back to Youthless Season of Service. Yeah, that's right. Season of Service. I'm your host, Brianna, along with my co-host,
Bradley.
This season is all about making a difference in your society. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one single step. Remember, you have the means to change the world, one step at a time. Today on Youthflex, we are joined with the Proud of Them honorees. Stick around as they give us the insider on what it's like to be recognized and rewarded. Cayman's own very special youth will share with us a glimpse into their busy lives leading up to being a Proud of Them honoree. So, let's get started. As always, you are welcome to join in on the conversation by calling us at 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of Flow, or join us on Facebook Live. But before we dive into that, let's take our first music break.
Here is Simple Blessings.
Leap Diversify, Cayman's newest training institute, offers more than just academics with a focus on basketball development and 23 years of professional basketball experience. Leap Diversify builds transferable skills geared towards growing the student athlete who can compete both on and off the court. For more information on basketball development programs, contact Leap Diversify at 916-9200. That's 916-9200. Or email leapdiversify936@gmail.com or visit www.leapdiversify.com. Leap Diversify. They don't succeed unless you succeed.
Did you ever hear you are what you eat?
If you are proud to be Caymanian, then it's time you start eating local. The market at the cricket grounds offers the freshest in local produce, including a wide variety of local preserves and crafts. I am Carol Braggs, a proud Caymanian and vendor at the Georgetown Farmers Market. Visit us at the market today and get a taste of our local assortment of freshly baked goods, jams, jellies, and other local preserves. Be proud to be Caymanian. Shop local at the Georgetown Farmers Market today.
Tune in to the Super Jam Show every week for the latest scores and schedules.
Football is back in the Cayman Islands.
Don your team's jersey and show your support.
We're proud to have the Cayman Islands Football Association as sponsor to the Super Jam. FIFA, providing football for all.
FIFA, building a better future for Cayman football.
This is Youth Flex, more than top.
Welcome back. Welcome to the show, Proud of Them honorees. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Would you like to introduce yourselves with your name and your age?
My name is Deja Miles, and I'm 17 years old.
My name is Julius Smith, and I'm 15. And who nominated you for Proud of Them?
My Aunt Tessa nominated me, and I'm so thankful that she did.
My teacher, and along with someone else, Miss Kim from Toastmasters.
Cool. So, how did you find out that you were a nominee?
It was very simple for me, actually. My mom just sat down and told me, and I was kind of shocked, actually.
My teacher told me, but that was when we were getting stuff together.
So why were you shocked, Deja, if you don't mind me asking?
Because when I was nominated, I saw, like, some new billboards being put up, so I was like, oh, I guess I didn't get picked.
Oh.
But then when I got the news, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That's awesome.
Cool.
What category were you awarded for?
I was awarded for the community service and the academics categories.
Sure got smart people in here.
For you?
I was nominated for the community service too. Yeah. Giving back to your community? Yeah.
That's perfect, because this season is a season of service. So I'd like to hear more about, like, you know, what you guys did to become a Proud of Them honoree. So what were you involved in, or what did you achieve that fits that category? So in your case, Deja, academics and community service.
For community service, I'm actually very involved in the church. So I helped out in We Care and Praise Factory, which is Sunday school, and I help out with Vacation Bible School every year. So about 2 weeks ago, I helped out in the drama and snack section for Vacation Bible School, and I've also done I've also volunteered in coin drives for like Meals and Wheels, and I've done beach cleanups and recycling, for example. And for academics, I've always tried my best to maintain good grades, and at the end of every quarter for school, I made sure to get on the academic honor roll, which I did, and I graduated top in business and got a scholarship for it. So
wow. So what school do you go to?
Well, I just graduated from Triple C school.
Oh, cool. So you guys do like the American system there?
Yes.
Okay. Julius, what about you? Okay. You heard the question. Cool.
I was involved in the Toastmasters, and I was helping out in church, and I was helping like other places. Okay. Cool. You two sound so enthusiastic about what you do. What made you so passionate about like giving back to the community?
Well, I'm in love with kids, so I love working with kids, so that's why I helped out in We Care and preschool and that sort of thing. And yeah.
Yeah, so it's clearly important to
help out
to have good grades as well.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, since I was little, I always wanted to achieve the best that I can, and I always worked to have good grades, and I was one who never wanted to fail, and whenever I did fail, I always learned from that, and I made new goals for myself and try to achieve those. And once I achieved those, I set even higher goals, and it continues.
That's inspiring. That's
I can borrow your results. Julius?
Me?
Want me to reread a question?
Yes, please.
What made you so passionate about things that you do?
Well, me, I love helping out with people. I love putting my needs before other people's, because I find it easier to help other people when they need help. Yeah.
That's really good. That's really selfless. That's a selfless thing to say, that you find it easier to help other people than help yourself. That's really good. So, why do you guys think programs such as Proud of Them are so important? Like, why do they matter?
I think it's important because we should recognize the youth for their accomplishments, and then other people can learn from them and be encouraged or maybe even inspired to accomplish their own goals.
Well said.
I think it will help the teens to feel good about themselves and continuing to do good to other people.
I totally agree with that. Like, I guess everyone says that everything, like, you always, when you hear about teens and whatever, people are always so quick to, like, acknowledge the bad things.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
But rather than that, just acknowledge the good things. People are just like, oh, he doing this, he doing that, he's smoking weed, whatever. Don't do that. Acknowledge it should be just the opposite. You should acknowledge what people do good rather than where they fell short or whatever. So.
And if I feel as if people would acknowledge the good things that they see in teenagers, they would be doing a lot better, because they only acknowledging the bad things. So obviously they're not gonna try to change. They're just gonna keep doing it because everybody already know, and nobody know about the good side of them. And only a certain amount of them actually change. Some of them I know in jail right now and stuff, simply because they don't have no guidance or anything. So,
alrighty, how do you feel driving past a massive billboard with your face on it?
Mine ugly?
No, yours is so cute. I was like, oh, Bradley, I see you every morning. Can't get tired of seeing you because you cute.
He had no swear on that.
You want to go first, Data? Okay.
Well, to be honest, I don't think they've put up ours yet, because I haven't seen mine. But
I'm sure you guys have seen a preview, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I know when it does go up and I do drive past it, I'll feel so proud of myself, and the excitement will fill me.
I'll feel proud of you too.
Thank you. Me.
Yeah, I'll feel good about myself. I will continue to do good, and I think like other people that see, they will come back to me and say they're proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
How did you all get involved with all of the activities that you're doing? Was it like family related, or it's just something that you say, alright, I go and do it once somewhere and then you just got hooked, or what?
Well, like I said, I'm very active in my church, so it was easy for me to get connections. My parents are also very active, so yeah.
Okay. Julius?
Well, people ask me to do it, and then I find myself keep on doing it because I like it.
Okay. Well, I do a lot of things that I don't like, but I do anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you guys know where billboards are going to be located?
No, but I'm hoping it's somewhere close where I live.
Oh, yes, that's true. So what district are you guys from? I forgot to ask that.
I'm from Georgetown.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, we have two Georgetowners in here in the building.
So it was Georgetown that mashed up the Proud of Them this year?
Because I know Buntown mashed up last year.
Yes. Wow. Was it Georgetown? You don't know?
I think so.
So how was the ceremony? How did you guys feel about the ceremony? Was it something that you enjoyed?
Like, yes, I enjoed it. Yeah.
What with the finger food?
That was good.
Yes, you were there as well.
Yes.
So me and Bradley, right? We were Proud of Them honorees. Well, we are, kind of, I guess. I mean, we still are. We're going to be that forever, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say that.
My face
but
we're...
not really former, but former faces on the board, or soon to be former faces on the board. We know how it feels. So I guess we understand where you guys are coming from, you know? And I feel like when I drive past you guys, I'm going to be like, oh, look, they're cute faces. That's good. Because you guys inspire us too. And I feel like you guys are going to inspire others to like want to get up there. I'm going to be like, oh, she's up there, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it next, you know? So do you guys have any final comments about proud of them, or like what would you tell a student who's working hard trying to be a part of them, or who what would you tell someone that has previously like applied in the past but hasn't gotten it? What would you do? What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them to keep trying and keep putting their best effort forward. And if you fail, keep trying, because you learn from your mistakes, you know? And you'll get there if you try hard enough. Anybody can do it.
I'll tell them to keep on trying, don't give up, and you'll succeed.
I love your answers. They're so short and spicy.
Motivational speakers.
Like they're so short and spicy, like to the point. I like that. So like I'm proud of you guys.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on
Thank
being
you.
proud of them honorees 2018. Oh, that's great. That's really good. And just keep doing what you're doing, you know. Sky's the limit. Just community service academics, continue to excel. You as well, Julius. You guys are doing great, and I'm glad that you guys are shining as Cayman's youth, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you guys for sitting in on and being on Youth Flex today. Up next, we have Youth Flex crew in another worthy roundtable. But before, let's take another music break.
Here is The Show Goes On by Lupe Fiasco.
Did you ever hear you are what you eat? If you are proud to be Caymanian, then it's time to start eating local. The market at the cricket grounds offers the freshest in local produce, not to mention local preserves and crafts. I am Mrs. Zelmalee Ebanks, a proud Caymanian and vendor at the Georgetown Farmers Market. Visit the market today and start feeding your family the best in locally harvested produce. You are what you eat. So start eating quality, local, healthy fruits and vegetables. Be proud to be Caymanian. Shop local at the Georgetown Farmers Market today.
Having a family means providing for them physically, emotionally, and financially. And in today's ever-changing world, it's always best to be prepared. Life insurance is a guaranteed way of ensuring that your family is always provided for. Life insurance agent Michael Webster at Cayman Insurance Center can offer you this peace of mind with the best competitive premiums and most affordable rates on island. CIC has a variety of products to meet your needs, including homeowners insurance and college saving plans. For top-of-the-line in personal service, call Michael Webster today at 925-LIFE. That's 925-5433. Or email michael.webster@cic.com.ky. Don't take chances with your family's future. Call Michael today at 925-5433.
Michael Webster is a proud supporter of Radio Cayman and the Super Jam.
The Cayman Contractors Association would like to urge all contractors to register for the Builders Law by completing the application process. The application is online at www.planning.gov.ky, or the form can be collected from the Planning Department. Do not miss the July 31st deadline and be unable to pull a permit for your job. Ensure your company is licensed, as the public wants to hire licensed contractors. Join the Cayman Contractors Association and stay current on code courses, training, and industry news. The Cayman Contractors Association, building a better Cayman.
This is Youth Flex, more than talk.
Welcome back. Along with Roundtable today, we have a special guest, Brooke, here with us, who attended Teen Summit, and she would like to say a few words. So, Brooke, how was Teen Summit in your experience?
It was very fun. We did lots of activities and learned a lot. And I really enjoyed it, and all the people were nice.
So would you go again?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about like the activities, the scavenger hunt I heard that they had.
Yeah, we all went into teams and went all over the island and learned a lot, like the history of Cayman and everything. Right. And we went to the mission house the next day.
So can you tell me something you didn't know about Cayman that you learned?
I didn't know we had the monarch statues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like to leave any further comments or like anything you would like to see Teen Summit like have in the future?
Another water balloon fight.
So two water balloon fights.
Yes.
Okay, then, all right.
I guess that was really fun. So welcome Flex family to our roundtable discussion. Jamo would like to...
You want to read it live or you want me to read it live? Okay.
Read a letter for us?
Yes, we got a letter sent to us a few days ago. And when we were saying we were not sure what we would do in our roundtable discussion, I said, well, this letter came right on time. It'll take a while, so bear with me. Recently, I came across a number of posts wondering why certain things are happening in our small island. Questioning why when people reach a low point, they can't ask for help. I realized I could understand from the side of the silence. I realized I could understand from the side of the silence, of the silent. Coming from the Caribbean, we are taught that certain things are not discussed. You should get over things quickly and move on. Life goes on. But does it really? Why does no one have a minute to listen, to hear a friend's cry, to realize I speak to the person every day, and for days now I haven't heard a word, to notice the person who is always ready to get up and go and cheer on others can hardly force a smile. I know personally I am the one who friends offload all their troubles on in their lives. I have a listening ear I don't judge. I offer advice if I can. No one knows the weight that role has as a friend, confidant carry. Then when I may have had a very bad day or week, who do I call? Who do you call, man? Everyone is going through something. You don't want to add your burdens on to them. What do you do when your own mind is telling you that you're not strong enough and that you're not worthy of love from others, or that you're not a good member of society? Maybe without you, the world would be a better place. Society and social media has taught me and taught us to be our cheerleader, to pretend that we are the happiest people on earth. Know that a lot of people with smiles on their faces are not indeed happy and suffer in silence. In the Caribbean, where everyone knows everyone, how easily it is to really get help. Because one is depressed or is struggling with emotions they feel they have no control over. It's easy to say, just go and get help. But it takes a really strong person to put that foot forward. One also should know that getting help doesn't mean medicated sometimes, and medications meant to help that can escalate the situation. In a small island, depression isn't a new phenomenon. It has always been something we don't talk about. Why is that? If we don't talk about it, how do we learn? How do we know what to look for or notice in a friend, family member, etc.? Mental health can no longer be swept under any carpet. The stigma of needing assistance in this area needs to be stopped. People need to know they have a safe place to go, to call without judgment and prejudice. We are too often in a daily rush to simply stop and check in with our loved ones. A simple "how is your day?" can be all that someone may need. We have all had low points. No, I'm not diagnosing anyone, but think, at your lowest, who have you been able to turn to? Then think again. Have you been a shoulder when that person has needed it? These are some unspoken truths. People want comfort, but are often not willing to give it. Those willing to listen often have nobody to hear their voice. Being an empathetic person can be draining. As an island, I have seen doors open to ideas for many causes. Some of those have come into effect, such as opening the doors of bars on a Sunday. So why should we not open the gates, doors, and windows into the mental health for our own people? Signed, a sympathetic Caymanian. It's labeled Unspoken Truths. I think it's something that I would like the young people's perspective on. I know it's a heavy subject, but it's out there for discussion.
Wow, that was pretty deep.
Yeah, a lot.
Reading, listen to you reading it as well. I guess there was some aspect of emotion. You can hear, you can feel the pain of whoever wrote this or whatever, or that something needs to be done. So I don't know.
I feel like what they're saying is quite truthful.
Being a confident carrier can be hard on people. I mean, just being that person to always be there for someone else when they're at their lowest points can be stressing, because sometimes you yourself are dealing with things, but you don't tell them because they're down.
Honestly, I think this is the most important issue anywhere, because it's so hidden. Sometimes you don't notice it, like it's there, but it's like after you find out like someone like whatever, they went about their problems their own way, right? And you're not so happy about it. You blame yourself because you thought that you could have been there or whatever. But honestly, you beat up yourself so many times, but it's so hidden. Some people are right, they keep all this stuff inside as well. Because sometimes I can be a good friend and ask them about it, but they won't open up to me as well.
Exactly, yeah.
So I guess sometimes it's about the person. So
another issue in the Cayman Islands is everybody's just distant. Nobody really cares about each other unless they're family or friends. And even at that point, nobody cares about each other. And the island, when it was like in the older days, everyone would check up on each other. They were like everybody was family, but in this day and age, everybody just distance themselves. They just care about themselves and getting what they have to do done, and they don't check up on each other anymore.
I think sometimes we just have a little bit of too much pride. We don't see the need to message someone to say, okay, well, how was your day? We don't just call to check up on someone randomly. It's all like, oh, if I see you, I'll say hi. But it's not like I really care about how you feel.
That's true. That's so enlightening. I mean, that even makes me want to, like, do that to people. I know people don't do it for me, but honestly, that doesn't matter to me anymore. The fact that I could be there for someone doesn't really bother me. So,
No, but the writer also talked about the way social media has portrayed people's lives. Like, if you look at anybody's Instagram,
you'll think they're fine. Yeah,
exactly.
Everybody posts that
they ain't got no problem.
photo.
They look like they're fine. Everybody's smiling.
I was actually watching a video about the same thing.
And another thing about the social media, they post up quotes like, if you don't check on me, I won't check on you, and stuff like that. That has a big impact on people. So even if they want to check on you and you don't message them, they'll just gonna think, oh, they don't care about me, so I'll just take this quote to heart. And it's just a quote that people post.
But I feel like
it is a very selfish one.
Okay.
Because if you don't check on me, I won't check on you means I could just be out of Wi-Fi and don't get your check.
Yeah, but what if you've been that person to always check on someone? So why can't you message me first? Why do I always have to message you?
Yeah. That's a question I could never get an answer to.
Reciprocity is something that strengthens relationships, and without it, no relationship survives. So, but that don't mean that everything must be reciprocated. You can say, well, listen, I can give without expecting anything in return. I can check on you because I won't check on you. And sometimes the person might even want you to check on them. Like, what are you checking on me for? Like, because I care.
I think we need to do more of that, because I care.
Just start randomly
I'll care again tomorrow.
Yeah, but you notice, like, how people check on other people nowadays, they either through phone or text.
It's
but
never in person.
Nobody comes to each other and just check on you in person, physical.
That's true.
Actually,
That's true.
Some people discourage it. Like,
yeah,
I know, but
some
if
people
you come into my house, you call first. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Call first.
I just come in to look.
I was in the neighborhood.
I was like, I don't know what
I can't come in the neighborhood and not check on you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So if I got called first,
I think technology, I don't know, it
has taken over.
It creates a barrier.
Everything is WhatsApp,
it's a burden.
Instagram, Snapchat.
It's good for whatever, but it has become a burden. It's taken away those personal, intimate moments.
Exactly.
Say you go visit a person's house. That's how it always used to be in the olden days or whatever. You never used to have to call somebody to check on them. Like, you just go. Right. And nobody had a problem with it.
And if they wasn't home, then you can say, well, I came check on you, you wasn't home. And they say, well, if you had called, I would have stayed home, but I just went to the beach or whatever.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Exactly.
If you really want to see somebody, you say, yo, I could call to see you this, because people be moving.
Yeah,
I know if you want to see me at home, you better call, because I be out.
For real. You be out all day.
They say, I'm out changing the world everywhere.
Another thing that impacts people too is, if, say, you're going to check on somebody at their house, if you're going to tell somebody, I'll be right back and ask you, what you doing? I go and check out somebody that is out by their house. People always have another way of thinking of it. So when that person think that, they just stop checking on people at their home and they just text them because people are just their mind is like not in the right place.
Do it anyhow. I tell you, right, sometimes you take people's opinion on things too far. Yeah. And I think this information age and this social media age has made you value other people's opinions too great. So what if you think I care about Antoine too much? I don't care.
That's so true.
If you think I care too much for him,
and maybe that's only one person.
What does I
that's
don't
only one person. That's only one person.
I could care for whoever I want to care for because God gave me a heart, and I gotta use it. And if you don't want it too bad, I could splash some love on you. And if you don't want no more, I'd splash some on her, on him. That's not how it is. I don't. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. That it hurts your feelings that I care for someone else. But I care for you too. You know, like me caring for him means I care less for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess jealousy comes into it too. I mean,
some people just dull-minded, so they just think what they want to think.
Yeah, but I guess you have to see beyond that, you know.
And I think that's what we really want to focus on in this season of service, because a lot of people think that our service is all about helping people,
right?
Not knowing that the person that gives service might need help feels the best. Yeah. You might feel tired, but afterwards you're like, I know I made a difference in this person's life. I know that I left that beach better than I found it.
I can testify to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
and you feel so good about yourself. You're like, at least I got one great thing done today.
At least I help somebody do something. Weekend. I mean, it can be something small, just a little tweak to like your everyday life. You know, you don't even have to bust a sweat on it. Honestly, service isn't just about like. I mean, I guess we can focus on community service, but service is not always about giving back to your community. There's so many ways that you can serve. Just serve alone, you know. Policemen serve, doctors serve. You know, everyone serves. So let's not clearly define service as community service because that's not exactly what service is.
Our letter today talks about them being the confidant, the person that a lot of their friends just came and
they're
the confident carriers.
That's true.
You know, and that is a service, right? That have saved the lives of all of those persons that come and dump on that person. Now, this person feels alone to the point where they wrote a letter to you, Flex, and say, just this how I feel.
And you know, my friend told me that today. She told me that all her friends come to her with their problems.
Yeah, I feel like my friends do that too.
I feel like, I guess it just enlightened me. It brought it up again because, I mean, she told me that I listened, but I didn't really I don't want to say care because I did care. I do care. But I didn't really it didn't stick. But now bringing this letter up, and it's the same thing another person feels. It's like, I don't know, it's creating awareness.
And in the message...
It happens to all leaders. All leaders are...
In the sense of me wanting to do something about it.
Yeah, but all leaders get this kind of burden. They expect their leaders to, at least hear their problems, their concerns, and offer solutions if they have them. If not, just be a listening ear, because at least I've said my bit to someone who I'm confident can do something about it. And that was what that is about. And if your friends are doing that to you, it's because you are the person that they feel can address their issue at some point in time. You mightn't be able to answer it today, but they know
come back to them
that eventually you will at that aha moment say, this is what my friend was talking about. And then you give her a ring and say, yo, you remember you talked to me about 2-3 months ago? You need to read this, or you need to check this out. You know, you need to come to this thing with me, or come to church. There's a seminar going on at church. I need you to check this out, and the answers come to you then, and that's about leadership. And Jesus said that those who serve will become the greatest, and the greatest means leaders. So that is the impetus behind service. You offer yourself out there to the world, and you see your place in the world.
All right, just getting to the peak of the conversation, but for now, let's just take another music break.
Cool.
Here is Rock and Come In by The Is.
Selector, play hear that? La, 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 la.
I'm some movement to the thing called Rock and Come In. Ladies!
Rock and come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock and come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock and come in, rock and come in.
Here we go!
The party just started. I'ma go by the park, retarded, yeah. 'Cause what's in my cup stays in my cup. Hey, you know I like to mix it up.
Put your hands up for me. Enough yelling at the party. Girl, back it up and just whine for me. You know tonight is fun time for me. So lady,
rock on, come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock and come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock and come in.
Paid all my bills, got money in the bank. Buy a couple bottles, my whole team drinks. Cause we have cash flow, we ball free throw. Tugs on the wall, watch the girls get low. Cause it gets me excited to see the girls all them whining. I know we all on the floor, and we having a good time.
put your hands up for me. Enough yelling at the party. Girl, back it up and just whine for me. You know tonight is fun time for me. So lady,
rock on, come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock on, come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock on, come in. Rock on, come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock on, come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock on, come in. Rock on, come in. Yeah. DJ, turn it up. Ooh, yeah. Girls, them gon' erupt. Ooh, yeah. You and I collide. Yeah. Now let me see your body rock. Rock on, come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock on, come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock on, come in. Pure hot girls and the club well clean. Everybody outside, rock on, come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean. Rock on, come in.
What a piece of girl. My girl, come here. My love how you look. You look good in your clothes. What them say? I say move. My girl just rock and come in, then take 2 steps, then rock and come in, then take 2 bubble and come in. Easy enough.
Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world." In order to get ahead in this competitive world, you need to continuously invest in you.
At Leap Diversify, they are dedicated to your educational pursuits, offering assistance to individuals and groups of all ages, with instruction to enhance student literacy, including decoding, comprehension, thinking, and writing skills. Whether you're taking exams, brushing up on your business communication, or simply looking to upgrade your skills, Leap Diversify is the firm for you. Don't stand on the sidelines any longer. Contact Leap Diversify today. For more information, email Doreen at leapdiversify.ky or call 916-2155 or visit www.leapdiversify.com. Leap Diversify. They don't succeed unless you succeed.
Hey, listen, do you miss that place that time had once forgotten? That hunger and desire to taste the freedom of your childhood? Why not take a walk back in time and rejuvenate your Cayman history today with the opening of the Pirate Caves and Eatery in Bodden Town? Take a one-of-a-kind walk to yesteryear with wholesome, family fun, traditional, and healthy Cayman cuisine, including seafood weekends. Enjoy free access to the mini garden, mini zoo, Wi-Fi, and a blast from the past with the Pirate Caves and Eatery in Bodden Town. Call him today at 947-2090 or email piratescaveandeatery@outlook.com.
Important notice for all contractors, including general, civil, residential, building, and trade contractors. The Department of Planning would like to inform you that in order to pull permits and request inspections, your company must be registered with the Builders Board by July 31st, 2018. Failure to register with the Builders Board will prevent you from seeking permits and inspections. Fees and applications can be found online at www.planning.ky. All applications and fees for all contractors must be submitted by July 31st, 2018.
This is Youth Flex, more than talk.
Welcome back. So guys, I have one really important, cool question for y'all. What is your definition of service?
My definition of service is doing anything you can. Now, it doesn't even have to be community service, just anything you can to make a difference anywhere.
Definitely. Just being able to lend a helping hand, whether it's physical or just, just being a listening ear, being that person to give back to someone. Yeah.
My definition of service is just giving back in any way possible. You don't have to be community service. It's just you just find ways to give out. Like what Ashley said, you could be a listening ear, a helping hand. Just find some way to give back.
Go around the table. Everybody hasn't answered us yet. I really want to hear everyone's opinion.
Including Nessa's?
Including?
Nessa.
Yeah,
everybody has to answer.
Julius, Nessa has been silent. Her mic has been stagnant all evening.
My definition of service is to be there for someone else, not yourself. Because a lot of people are self-serving, and they serve themselves, and that not really what service is supposed to be about. Service is always about others, and then if that is reciprocated, then you will get the service that you need, because somebody would then serve you.
Right.
I
get that a lot.
And this is the reason why God made us with our arms going this way.
For real? Not this way?
Tickling yourself.
Right. You guys have pretty much stole my definition for service. Everybody said something important that I wanted to highlight. So thank you guys for doing that. Service to me, I think a synonym for service for me would be empathy, like putting yourself in someone else's shoes and also feeling what they feel. Say you're that person, right? You're that person who just does anything they can to help others, or just, no matter how simple it is. You might like just tweak an activity, like if you're at school. You just help someone. If you're eating, you give someone some of your food or whatever. You do something small, and you may think it's insignificant, but actually it's very significant to the person you're sharing it with. So that's my definition of service, alongside what you all said. Yeah. Emmanuel, you want to share something? Your Google definition?
Oh, no.
Before you talk.
I thought about it.
Guys, welcome this old man, Emmanuel,
who
was host back, like what? Last season?
Like 2002.
Last season.
Like 2002.
Yeah, my definition, basically the same as Jam, was helping somebody out, other than yourself, of course. But, let me take it easy on saying the Yeah, so.
So you take it up on the swords.
Yeah, so that just a feeling of accomplishment after doing a service for somebody, or an event or community service or anything. Just that accomplishment alone makes you feel good when you know you've done something. You don't need to be getting paid or anything, although getting paid that good too. But say you're doing a little community service, after you finish that, nobody can tell me that I don't feel good after you finish something.
I can testify to that. That feels good. That feels great. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, UFX crew, for joining us on our...
Nessa,
Nessa, would you like to say something?
No?
My definition of service is, well, technically Google's.
Right.
My action of helping or doing work for someone. So
I was waiting on hearing Google's, honestly, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's pretty similar to ours, but ours has more soul, right?
Okay.
Ours is more heartfelt. Thank you guys so much for being here. UFlex crew, our visitors, Brooke, thank you for being here and on our roundtable discussion. Thank you for sharing with us about Teen Summit 2018. At this time, here is Bradley with the credits.
5 minutes for credits. Go.
Oh, and then after which we do final comments and shout-outs.
All right. Thanks for joining us on Youth Flex. I'm your co-host, Bradley. Shout out to our guests, the Proud of Them honorees, and to our Youth Flex crew. Also, shout out to Radio Cayman for their work on the sound and boards. Mr. Wilson Nacho and DJ Silver Fox, we see you. Also, special shout out to our Youth Flex crew again, Victoria, our co-producer, Jared, our Youth Flex socials, Youth Flex crew for our music, and that's it.
Right, so are there any final comments and shout-outs going around the table?
So we're
Well, I got shout out Brittany because today her birthday.
Big up,
Brittany V.
Yep,
Go girl, Brittany V. Yes.
Yeah, Brittany, you go.
I hope you had a good day today.
We have the same last name.
The weather was nice and calm and everything. I hope you got a little swimming in, a little fishing in, you know,
cooking,
do some
a little eating.
Yeah.
How can we forget about that?
We going that way or
no matter
anybody, honestly.
Okay.
You can go.
I want to give a huge shout out to my Word of Life camp crew who is traveling this Saturday. We're going to a Christian camp all the way in Tampa. So shout out to you guys and to my mom.
So you got to tell us all
listening.
about it when you come back.
Definitely.
Oh
okay.
Yeah. Don't be like
Have
Tarek
fun,
and Tarek
For real,
go away
Tarek.
And then come back one day. Yo, go another day.
The next day, I'm like,
I'm asking him,
wait,
are you
that what
home?
I
How
doing?
was it?
So, like,
You're not even answering me.
like, very far.
Like August?
Yeah.
You just like Tarek.
Another show.
When we got plenty to talk about come September.
Yeah.
Because me and Bradley going on a trip too.
Don't worry, I gotta have a lot of news about our camp because that's gonna be fun.
Cayman 27.
We can have a lot of news about Barbados too because we plan to come back as champions.
All right. Any other comments?
Another shout out is for the NDC. We're going to a trip on Thursday. To where is it again? Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Going to a trip in Rhode Island for a youth conference, and it's
fun.
for the youth to youth. So just support, and we'll come back and talk
tell
about
me how
it.
it goes. Like really. So anybody else before I go?
Shout out to our listeners and
Alright.
to Big Head Emily because she forever picking off my phone on the radio. But I must big her up. So I finally big her up.
Yeah, and all of the Flex family, all 111 in count.
Yes. You, Nessa?
Shout out to my friends and family. My mom's friends that's listening right now.
Yeah.
And expecting to hear from you, right?
Same shout out to my mom who's listening right now. And you've
I need to shout out Andrea. He said he could be listening. He's actually in Colombia covering the CSC games. So I know you're listening because you say you could be listening because you don't lie. So.
Yeah, shout out to you, Andrew.
Boom.
Yeah.
Really?
Shout out to my friends Caitlin, DeAndre, and well, I call her SSAT.
Well, she will
Q
know.
hashtag 345. Shout out to you.
She will know, trust me. All right. With that being said, guys, thanks to SIFA for sponsoring the Summer Jam and to you, our listeners, for tuning in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 for Youth Flex on 89.9 FM. Join us again next week for Youth Flex Season of Service. Until next time, this is Brianna Bodden letting you know that one smile goes a long way. Play your part and give back today.
We're out.
DJ, turn it up. Ooh, yeah. Girls, them gon' erupt. Ooh, yeah. You and I collide. Yeah. Now let me see your body rock. Rock on, come in. Pure hot girls on the club, well clean. Everybody outside, rock on, come in. Pure good vibes if you know what I mean.